Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Christian Buddy Show. And in today's episode, I'm going to be presenting to you productivity and intermittent fasting, the dynamic duo. Before I jump into today's video, I want to give you the reminder that this channel, the Christian Buddy Show, is all about intermittent fasting and self-development. I'm putting my best effort into giving you the greatest self-development content. The least that I ask of you is to subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Alrighty guys, so we are talking about productivity and intermittent fasting, the dynamic duo. So my prior belief on productivity was that I, Christian Buddy, needed to complete as many tasks put in front of me as humanly possible, almost embodying some form of Terminator robot existence. However, as I've evolved, as I've developed my character and my spirit, I've come to realize that productivity means something different. I've personally defined productivity to help me navigate through this thing we call life. Productivity is based on an intelligent and consistent allocation of energy towards tasks in the mental and physical place. So when I talk about the mental place, I'm talking about anything to do with the mind, which could be studying, reading, meditating, etc. And when I talk about the physical place, I'm talking about things obviously in the physical realm, building, going to the gym, running, etc. And if you guys keep watching to the end of the video, I'm going to give you a hack that you can implement into your life straight away to supercharge your productivity. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit here and ask a question: why do we want to become productive? And my humble answer to that would be to feel a sense of accomplishment, which improves our happiness. And we've all felt the pain of wasted time. That day when we've slept in too much, or when we've delayed our to-do list, and that harsh feeling of regret when we've let the hours of the day elude us and we felt like we could have done more in that day. And due to this lack of productivity, we have felt unfulfilled in that day. So that's why I'm coming to you today with this message about productivity and intermittent fasting. With that said, what is the relationship between intermittent fasting and productivity? And is there one? And I'd say there definitely is one. I want to highlight the relationship between intermittent fasting and productivity in the realm of knowledge work. When I talk about knowledge work, in essence, what I'm talking about is somebody who has an inner knowledge and can convert that into a product in the physical or non-physical space, in the material or non-material world. So some examples could be a writer who provides life to their writing, a content creator who inspires their audience, an architect who designs the future cities of the world, a philosopher who shapes their own inner world through their thoughts. So this conversion of knowledge into product requires productivity. And how does intermittent fasting step into this equation of productivity? Specifically speaking, knowledge work requires the faculty of the mind, a sharpness of thought. Now, there have been studies to indicate that intermittent fasting can boost cognitive clarity, and it also can boost levels of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Now, I'm not 100% around the understanding of BDNF. My understanding is it improves synapses in the brain, how neurons function together. So this improved cognition will definitely assist you in converting the knowledge into product. Now I'm going to switch gears now, and I want to talk more so about a specific routine. And I'm mainly fasting 5 days to 6 days a week. I'll take one or 2 days off. And my morning routine revolves around getting up early, meditation, and then jumping straight into knowledge work. And with intermittent fasting, We're not thinking about food as soon as we wake up. There's no anxiety around, oh, what should I eat? What should I cook first thing in the morning? We remove that thought altogether, and we remove the anxiety about, oh, am I damaging my body if I'm not eating? No, you're not. The body has enough reserves, glycogen reserves, enough fat reserves to last you for X amount of time. So through the voluntary abstinence of food, we build self-discipline. Self-discipline is the catalyst for productivity. The notion of eating a frog in the morning, from a metaphorical sense, requires a level of self-discipline to actually engage in this task. When I say frog in the morning, I mean something monotonous, something difficult, something challenging, something you don't really feel like doing. However, we must get through this. We must get through this process, remaining grounded in what is fundamentally true as opposed to what we believe is true. So as mentioned, I'm going to give you a productivity hack that'll supercharge your productivity. And it is the Eisenhower Matrix or the Eisenhower Box. And it was implemented by Dwight Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States. Now, we all have certain tasks in our life, and it's important that we have a somewhat prioritization system, and the Eisenhower Box is perfect for that. I'm going to run you through this box. So if we look at the top left square, these are tasks which are important and urgent. So these could be important phone calls or important emails that we need to respond to straight away. There could be life opportunities, or it could be a sick partner that if we don't attend to straight away, they could pass away. So these are tasks we need to immediately engage. If we look to the next square, these are tasks that are not urgent but important. So these could be business appointments that we can schedule later. These could be going to the gym. We can schedule that at a later date. So these are things that don't need immediate attention. Then if we look at the bottom left, these are tasks that mainly we can delegate. They are urgent, but they have a lower priority. So these are mostly monotonous tasks. So it could be proofreading an article, approving comments, all the monotonous tasks that can, in the online world today, can be outsourced quite easily. If we look at the bottom right square, these are the productivity killers. Scrolling through social media, eating junk food, sleeping in, all these tasks that really affect the bottom line of our productivity. These are the things that we should attempt to remove or try and be mindful of and just steer the ship into a different direction. This is the Eisenhower Box, and the take-home message in this from the Eisenhower Box is it really illustrates that some tasks appear to be urgent, but upon closer inspection are actually not urgent. And it ties in with my definition at the start about productivity is about intelligent and consistent allocation of energy towards tasks in the mental and physical space. Alright guys, so that's been my video on intermittent fasting and productivity. And guys, has intermittent fasting boosted your productivity? I'd like to know what your outcome has been. Please leave a comment. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the content. It would help me out a lot. And by the way, guys, I do have a fasting ebook. It does talk about productivity briefly. So if you are interested, you can check that out in the link in the description. With that said, guys, enjoy your day. Become your best. Let's go. The notion of eating a frog in the morning and... Oh, f*** me.